What's up guys, it's Frostbite711 and today we're back with Divinity Original Sin 2. So last we left off, we came down here and we fought in a battle, like a practice battle, where we were blindfolded, which was very tough because we were blindfolded and most of my characters are long. Zabeel and Red Prince are mostly can do short range, easier than Ifen and Natharil, so it was kind of a challenge, but we managed to beat it.
Nice show out there. You're smouldering, you are. Oh, this'll be a scotcher. Who are you taking along? You only get this one chance, so keep your wits about you.
How many freaking action points does she have?
Prepare yourself. Sorceress, caged like a little ickle squirmy worms. Delicious.
Murga blanches, jaw hardening as she steps backwards. It could be just a trick of the light, but it certainly looks like she's trembling with fear.
This is bad news, Cupcake. That's the spirit. You go ahead and soften him up for me. Hop 2, and don't even think this championship is over yet.
Flickering and glimmering in and out of sight in the gloom, Murga winks at you and then disappears.
Just like last time, she runs to her little ickle fading shadows. Won't save you. Can't save you.
just enough physical armor that it didn't affect him. Damn you. Well, at least she's gone.
Glory is mine.
Let's do Spiel. I can't fortify her, but I can give her Honor Frost to hopefully help protect her against. Got it. Jeez.
The dwarf bounces up and down with glee, then catches himself and clears his throat. He bows before you.
Extraordinary, lass, just extraordinary. The spirit of the one has yet to settle, but it hovers near. It knows your great feat. I feel the glow. Ain't just praise you're earning, though. Giving you this key, too. It's an arena champ tradition. Takes you to treasure, it does. And only a champ can survive that journey.
The dwarf bellows out to all within earshot.
I proclaim thee the champion of the Driftwood Arena. Get your clout on, take a swig of ale. Hell, take a dozen. We'll be singing for years to come of the great scaled Void Slayer.
See. hands, but I also want to get... I hate when they make you have to choose. Do leggings. There, she really needed that. I gotta connect them all again. Chain. Chain. Why'd you walk around? You're funny, Ethan.
No go. Not now, at least.
While I love to search every corner, I think this game I may not search every corner. I'll just search a lot of corners.
What do you want? Boss is busy. Good. Boss could use some good news. Listen up. Don't waste his time. These are explosive times. Be respectful. I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla. Like you was my own. This.
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his ribs. A wet red spot shows through.
This ain't the thanks I expected. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table. You hear a loud crack.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anhar? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for supper. Bond, Cade, get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of mine anymore.
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf to you.
And you. You better have a damn good reason for coming here.
I heard rumour Mortis is working for the...
Brave lass. Waltzing in here now. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. You came into my house, bub. Not the other way around.
He winces loudly and holds a hand to the bandage on his side. The large red spot in its center has grown larger and wetter.
Leave a wound alone and it'll patch itself right up. Longer it takes, the less likely you'll let it happen again. If it won't heal, then it's your time to go. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy? Why not? I love a good story. Here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beaches outside town. Meister Seaver's people. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all. Alder's been telling us all kinds of this and that about Godwoken. Haven't seen any evidence of them myself. So no, I'm not convinced. We're swirling the drain. If someone doesn't plug it, we'll slip down easy as you please. So, what do you want? Ah, I should have guessed. I could help you. But last I heard you was working for the magisters. Big shots at the boats. Now, why in the name of all the hurts would I help a worm like that?
An unpleasant smirk twitches around the corners of his mouth.
Right. I reckon I could help you out. Depending on what you can do for me.
Come, sister. What did you think was gonna happen?
I got people to maintain. You help me, I help you. Simple as that. Everything costs something round here. Only question is how much you're willing to pay.
He gestures towards the bandage across his side.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come after me with a short blade. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment either. Something's going on. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Belonged to another of my people. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find him. I'd like a word with the guy. That'd be up to him, wouldn't it? No one's seen him in a good few. I've got some people checking out his house near the tavern now, though. Tell them I sent you, and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see you. Reckon a sorcerer will have better luck finding one of their own. Well, like I said, Mordus is a special guy. A sorcerer, matter of fact. Maybe even one of the ones Seaver's after. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask before I have my word with him. Here, you can take this off my hands. More suited to your kind, really. Good luck.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Ilka. You got that right.
What on earth is that?
As you approach the silken-robed noble, Ifan does a double-take and laughs in recognition. He pulls you to one side.
I know this man, and he's not at all what he seems. A moment.
Ifan bounds forward and embraces the man, all effusive greetings. As they part, talking animatedly, the man's beard slips sideways down his face. He's wearing a disguise. Ifan laughs as he straightens the beard. They chatter away for some time, using a guttural cant you struggle to understand. At one point, the man says something and looks over at you intently. Ifan waves his hand and laughs. The man hunkers down and seems to be sketching a rough map on the floor, using an apple, some playing cards, and a fistful of threads pulled up from the carpet. Ifan claps the man on the back and turns to leave.
Well, now we know the way to the sawmill. And we know Roost thinks I'm bringing you there as part of the Godwoken contract. Hear that? Roost's camped out at the sawmill.
So, Roost is at a sawmill. Let's pay him a visit, shall we?
She smiles. Her eyes are dark pools brimming with anticipation.
Must be an awful lot of fun toys to be had at a sawmill.
I am Baron Lavere. I am Baron Lavere, not he. Not he. I am Baron Lavere. An impostor is he.
That man over there, a lone wolf in my own sheep's clothing. Bejeweled is he with a false name. Draped is his back with a false mantle. Bedecked are his cheeks with a false beard. Murderer, thief, impostor, I am Baron Levere. A rival's revenge? Another merchant's madness? Oh, the fever of gold is reason's bane. But it matters no longer what drove them to daggers. It matters who drove them into my flesh. You who hears the laments of the dead, avenge me. Kill the false Baron. Give me back my name. Please, avenge me.
Careful.
Look out!
And I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
This is more like it. This room has standards.
Rocks ahead, Captain. Do you hear me?
Do you hear it? Do you
A
hear it?
ghostly seaman stares at the captain, his lip curled in a malevolent grin, his eyes wide with hate, and all the time he rings his bell. He registers your presence. His head swivels towards you.
Sail you with her, lizard, or sail you with us?
Then you're an idiot.
Then you won't sail with her. She ran the ship upon the rocks, although I rang the bell. That light weren't no lighthouse. I rang the bell in warning, and she ran the ship upon the rocks. You ran the ship upon the rocks, Captain, and all the crew were drowned.
The ghost swivels his head back to the sea captain. The bell rings on.
Curiosity kills the cat.
Got that right.
The ghostly seaman rings.
Sail you with her, lizard, or sail you with us?
The ghost swivels his head back.
One night with a lizard. And you can't be too careful.
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn. And I without my compass. But I saw the lighthouse. I saw the light. The lookout rang the bell, but I thought that he was wrong. I steered for port, but there was no harbour. And the bell rang on. It rings now still. Please, make it stop.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop.
The ghostly seaman rings his bell, his hate directed at his captain. He turns to you.
Spoke to the lady, Captain, didn't you? I seen you scale skin cozying up. Are you with her, or sail you with us? I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the lookout, and I'm ringing the bell. Rocks ahead, Captain. There's no lighthouse here. Rocks ahead! Ha 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 ha!
And I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away.
But I'm on duty here. There are rocks ahead, and the captain must know it.
He blinks once, twice. A single salty tear drips from one ghostly eye. The bell falls silent. He raises a finger to his temple in salute and fades away. She babbles breathlessly on, barely aware you're there.
My ears are still a-ringing. And I have you to thank for it? Then thank you, I surely do. That accursed bell lies with the Peacemaker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows. My compass lies there too. The compass surely lies on the bottom, near where the ship was wrecked. Take it with my blessing, if you can find it. My sailing days are done. Let me mark your chart. But you be warned. Stay off the wreck itself. Let her lie as a monument to her dead crew, and as testament to my mistake.
You got that right, Helga. You got that right.
And I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can any of us.
Curiosity kills the cat.
Right as
Gets
rain,
sent to
Helga.
Fort Joy.
It's a shame, it is.
An absolute shame.
Alexander, slaughtered like a supper lamb. Poor dear.
It ain't right.
It ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up them sorcerers for good. I ain't needing one sicking a voidwoken on me.
You said it, Hilka. You're a true patriot.
What do you want, reptile? Huh. I want another beer and a bowl of stew. Which of us is more likely to get what they want, do you think? Guess that makes me a sinner. Perhaps you can help us settle an argument. Thatcher here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Thatcher grins hello.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards, and Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy. What say you?
They look at you expectantly.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
Thatcher looks victorious. Eden looks annoyed.
You're as bad as she is. Get lost then, you're no use to me.
Eden turns back to her drink. Thatcher smiles goodbye.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
How you holding up?
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of cat is that?
The shimmering ghost of a kin magister turns her gaze upon you. She holds your stare, boring into your head, searching the blacks of your eyes for the secrets of your soul. But in so doing, she shows you hers. You are Zeushan, a young lizard magister, devoted to the Order. More than this, you are in love with a comrade, a human man of wit and kindness and sweet disposition, who goes by the name of Boris. The confusion in her eyes quickly turns to empty, desperate, desolate sadness. She bows her head, as if this is the end. The last shred of what she thought was real has now gone. She takes one last wander through her memories. You are Zeushan once more. Alexander dies. Worse, your human comrades look at you askance, as if his murder was your fault. Even Boris turns against you. When he's posted to Fort Joy, he does not say goodbye. Your heart is broken. Posted to the graveyard shift in the dark of night on the outskirts of town, you do your duty diligently, but your heart is no longer in it. So when you catch a couple of young sorcerers fleeing Raymond's net, you see how deeply in love they are. You do not turn them in, you help them to escape. But in the morning, they are caught and under torture give you up. They go to Fort Joy. You are hanged right here. She bows her head, ready to depart.